Malam sir.
Ini kelasnya cukup besar ya, sekitar 89 orang. Sekitar 59 orang. Waktu semester sebelumnya mahasiswanya juga banyak, satu kelas. Untuk yang kelas English Survival ini.
Banyak juga sir, sampai 100 orang.
Siapa waktu semester lalu tutornya? Dengan siapa?
Barnabas.
Oh, Pak Barnabas. Oke. Pak Barnabas cukup senior ya, dosen senior. Sudah tua. Oke, kita mulai aja ya, langsung. So good evening everyone. So let me introduce myself. My name is Eka. Yeah, you can call me Sir Eka. So I'm a lecturer in actuarial science, basically. So I'm not in engineering faculty. My home base is in business faculty. But since September, I'm not a full-time lecturer in PU because I have another opportunity in Jakarta. So I work in office in insurance company as a manager for actuarial department, as a head of actuarial department. So last week, it was a Friday morning, the coordinator, the English Survival, Emilius, contact me and asked if I can teach the English Survivals to the fluency part for IE. So because I'm able to teach students after office, then it's okay for me to teach you and be a facilitator for this subject. So I'm not an English lecturer, basically. So here I work as a tutor, yeah. Even though I hope that with this meeting we can work together, yeah, and then try to practice a lot. Jadi fokus dari untuk kelas ini sebenarnya adalah untuk praktis lebih banyak ya, karena basicnya untuk IS1 dan IS2 itu sebenarnya kalian sudah dapat saat in high school ya. Jadi kalau kita hanya belajar teori itu akan cukup membosankan. So that's later on I will create a lot of breakout room. So I hope that in breakout room you will practice with your friends related to the activity. Nanti saya akan lihat bagaimana flow di setiap roomnya. The breakout room will be like 2 persons in each rooms. And then you need to talk with your partners and then asking some questions related to the context. So let me share my slide. So as we know, the material has been given in the WhatsApp group discussions. Sorry. So if you open the descriptions and then you can find the Canva link. Okay. Can you see my screen? Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Okay, so throughout the semester, we will talk a lot about the some part here. We have 16 weeks and then some assessment throughout the week. So the description of the courses is to improve the students' proficiency and express the convey their message and attention, focusing in the comprehensive, and also written English competencies. So this is the timeline of the schedule, yang sudah dipersiapkan. Wait, some of you joining. Okay. Wait ya. Sebentar, saya buka HP satu aja biar nggak keganggu admin. Give me a second. Teams. Join now. Wait. Okay. Audio. So this is the schedule. We will have some summative assessment in the February 3rd to 4th, and then second summative assessment on March first week, and then the third assessment in March at the end of the month, and then the fourth one is in the beginning of May. I guess in the second week. And then we will end the semester in the May of 18. So we will have like a lot of time for holiday, right? In April, basically. So that's why the semester will end at May. So the flow of the class will be most likely that you experience in the English Survival 1. So you can find the resources of the class here. You can scan it and then download some material that will be used for this subject. And then some assessment, of course, we have attendance and then the assessment, the summative assessment. So make sure that you do the whole of assessment. Jangan sampai ada yang terlewat. So I just want to remember that a lot of students, especially the evening students, because some of the students working while studying, they're not aware about the assignment. So That's why I need to remind you, even though you have another duty work, while studying, you need to do the assessment as well. There is no special case for the students that also work, But if you need like a bit permissions, then you can ask me through the DM, Kalian bisa private message ke saya untuk mendapatkan keringanan kalau kalian ada suatu hal yang tidak bisa dilakukan. And then you will have final exams, as your last assessment. Your classroom assessment is an individual or group, and then you also have individual assessment, like the way you do the task, in each meeting, and also the speaking part. So this is the schedule, of the syllabus. We have formative, speaking and writing, and then some assessment in the 4th week, 8th week, 12th week, and the 16th week. I just want to remind you again that English Survival, you will have like 6 series, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, up to the 6th one. So the idea of the English Survival is to increase the capability of President University students in terms of English proficiency, because as you know that President University is a university that use English as the medium of learning and teaching. Jadi di PU itu adalah salah satu kampus di Indonesia yang pakai bahasa Inggris sebagai medium teaching and learningnya. So that's why not only morning students, now the evening student also encouraged to do this. Jadi bukan hanya untuk anak pagi aja, tapi anak malam juga harus bisa. You can also skip the English Survival. Jadi kalian tuh sebenarnya bisa tidak mengikuti kelas English Survival 1 to 6, as long as you have you achieve the minimum score that required yang ada dalam SK Rektor PU Jadi sebenarnya kalau kalian merasa kalian udah pintar nih bahasa Inggrisnya, kalian nggak perlu ikut. Nah, kalian bisa skip mengikuti English 1 sampai 6, asalkan kalian bisa menunjukkan bukti English Proficiency Test, misalkan ITP, tapi yang official bukan yang TOEFL-like. Yang official, misalkan ITP, atau Duolingo, atau IELTS, atau TOEFL IBT. Jadi kalau kalian sudah memenuhi minimum score-nya, then you don't need to follow the class. Even though some students still want to join this class, because in some part of the English Survival, it will be benefit for them, like academic writings, and then speaking part is very important for students' skills in the future. Jadi ada juga beberapa kasus meskipun anak-anaknya itu udah jago gitu, mereka tetap aja mau ikut kelasnya karena ada beberapa skill yang mau mereka kejar. Okay, we have questions. Tafan?
Okay, sorry, sir. So,
any questions? Halo, Tafan?
kepencet aja.
Oh, kepencet. Okay. Okay, now we're going to discuss about week 1, unit 1. So please, you may open the file on your Canva. So the expectation of students in week 1 is students are able to ask and answer personal questions. Second one, you can talk about how people communicate. And the third one is how we do like good conversations. And then the last part is how we write a personal email. Okay, let's go to the material. So here you go. Okay, so unit 1 is how we communicate. Yeah. So in our daily life, we need to communicate with friends, family, and then so with our colleagues in office or in our neighbor. The skill of communication is very important because the way you communicate with others, yeah, with other persons, will also. Oh, wait a second. Give good impression ya with the others you talk. Jadi kalau kita berkomunikasinya dengan baik, maka lawan bicara kita itu akan punya impresi yang bagus terhadap diri kita. So let's talk about the first slide. So the learning objective of this meeting is first, ask and answer personal questions. Yeah, we will start with the personal questions and then talk about how people communicate. We do the conversations, yeah, how we greet people and how we end conversations. The last part is how we write personal email. Okay, when we talk about personal questions, of course, we can ask simple questions that relate to the persons. For example, like, do you play any sports? Yeah. Or do you live here? Do you play any sport? That's a type of questions that very personal, right? So when you try to start a conversation, there are some point that you need to highlight. So if you meet a new persons and then you want to start the conversation, the first one is you can ask about the situation that you are in and the people who are there. Ya, jadi kalian itu bertanya tentang basa-basi ya biasanya, situasi yang sedang ada di sana atau yang ada di sekitaran teman yang akan kalian ajak berbicara. So that's one of the way you can start a conversations. Second one is you can say something that's very positive and follow it with the questions, ya. Jadi kalian bisa berbicara tentang suatu hal yang positif, like, oh, the sky is bright today, and then you can ask a questions to the persons. The third ways, yeah, is ask personal questions about the interest, like the hobbies, yeah, and then you follow up with the questions that you also interested in. Jadi kalian menanyakan suatu hal yang menarik bagi orang tersebut, bisa menanyakan tentang hobinya, lalu kalian juga mengaitkan tentang bagaimana kalian tertarik dengan topik tersebut. Ya, so that's some ways when you try to start a new conversations. Of course, you have a different approach, yeah. Every person might have different approach to start a new conversations. When you try to give questions, then you need to follow the question form, ya. Jadi kalau kalian mau bertanya dalam bahasa Inggris, kalian harus bertanya dalam bentuk pertanyaan, ya. The question form. How we create the question form? There are two things here. The first one is question with be. And the second one is question with other main verbs. Jadi ada pertanyaan dengan konteks to be-nya dan ada pertanyaan dengan verbs, ya, main verbs-nya, kata kerjanya. So as you know that be, it can be is, was, are, were. Ya. In a question with be, the verb be goes before the subject. So this is a term that you have to follow. When you deliver a question with be, the verb be goes before the subject. Jadi verb be-nya itu ada sebelum subjeknya. So we don't add an auxiliary verb in here. See the form. We have question word, start with how, or what, or when, why, which, whose. That's a type of question word. And then follow with be, right? It can be is, was, are, were. And then after be, we have subject. The subject can be the food, yeah, the party, you, they. And you can add some auxiliary, what it's called, ya kayak keterangan gitu ya, sebagai tambahannya. So let's read the first questions. So I will call one student to help me to read the questions. Okay, we have Abdullah Zaka. You can turn on your microphone and then please read the first line. Is Abdullah here? Okay. It's not here. Let's remove. Kalau nggak respon, di remove aja. Tidur mungkin ya. So we have Ade Lukman. Ade here?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so please read the first line. Halo.
Mohon maaf, yang mana ya, Pak?
Yeah, this one. Did you see my cursor?
Question word, how,
Yeah.
the is, subject, the food. Question word,
Yeah.
what, the was, subject, the party, like yesterday. The are, subject, you, a teacher. The were, subject, they, lab.
No, not like that. Nggak seperti itu. Langsung aja dibaca satu lainnya. Coba ulang. Nggak usah pakai be subjeknya. Ini kan satu baris kalimat.
How is the food?
Oke, next.
What was the party like yesterday? Are you
What
a
was the
teacher?
party like yesterday?
What
And?
was the party like yesterday? Are
Yeah.
you a teacher?
No,
Were they
okay. Are you a teacher? Okay. Next.
Were they late?
Yeah, were they late? Okay, thank you, Lukman.
Thank you.
So, please learn how to pronounce the English word also, ya. Jadi kalian juga harus belajar cara pronounce suatu kata dalam bahasa Inggris ya. Nanti saya akan share suatu file yang namanya Cambridge Dictionary. Di situ kalau kalian klik dia akan memuncul suaranya. Atau kalian juga bisa pakai Google Translate ya, nanti didengarkan. And then one thing that I need you to do is to find the meaning of sentences. Jadi kalau kalian merasa ada kata yang kalian tidak paham, itu dicatat ya di catatan kalian, lalu dicari artinya. Ya, supaya nanti menambah vocabulary teman-teman. Okay, thank you from Ade. That's a very good answers. And then let's see the tip ya. Jadi ada tipsnya. So when we want to ask for a description or an opinion, we can use be like, or what was the film like? And the answer is it was all right. Or we can also use this form, how blah 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 with the verb be. For example, how was your holiday? And then the answer is fantastic. So here you have two types, the way you ask the descriptions of opinion from the persons. Jadi kalau ingin menanyakan suatu deskripsi atau opini, itu kita bisa pakai be like form atau how with the verb be. Again, the example is what was the film like? Jadi kan dia bertanya bagaimana film tadi, bagus nggak? And then the answer is it was alright. Ya, dia bagus-bagus saja. And then the next question is how was your holiday? Gimana holiday kamu kemarin? And the answer is fantastic. Oh, bagus banget. So that's the form of question with be, and then we also have question with other main verbs. In the question with other main verbs, the question words followed by auxiliary verb, and then followed by subject and also main verb. Ya, ini pertanyaannya lebih panjang ya. We can start with the question word and then follow with the auxiliary verb, and then we have a subject follow and then main verb. So let's call Alifa Fikria. Are you here? Hello. I cannot hear you. Can you speak? I cannot hear Alifa. Ada yang bisa dengar suaranya Alifa?
Belum bisa,
No.
Sir.
Ya, nggak kedengeran kan? I guess you have a problem with your microphone, I guess. You may switch with other microphone. Mungkin kalau pakai headsetnya bisa dicabut. Okay, he has trouble with microphone. If you don't have a microphone on your laptop, you may use the phone ya. Jadi kalian bisa akses Teams ini via handphone juga. Okay, let's call Cynthia then. Hi, Cynthia.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, can you help me to read the following example?
Yes, sir. Where do you like
Where do you live?
live? What time did they arrive at the party? Does the film have a pre-reading? Did you make the food?
Thank you. So
Yes.
this some examples like where do you live? What time did they arrive at the party? Does the film have a happy ending? And the last one is did you make the food? So let's see here in the question with do or did, the main verb is in the infinitive. Like the way it's written should be does she live here, not does she lives here. Jadi dia sifatnya infinite ya. The main verb is in the infinitive. Jadi yang ditulis itu does she live here, bukan does she lives. Jadi kata kerjanya itu tidak pakai S. Does she live here? Did you come by taxi? Bukan did you came by taxi. Modal verbs like can are also auxiliary verbs. Ya. For example, what can you see? Jadi modal kayak can, could, itu ada might, itu adalah suatu auxiliary verb yang mana kalian bisa gunakan dalam pertanyaan seperti what can you see? What could you see? What might it be? Itu kan beberapa pertanyaan dalam bahasa Inggris. So please have a note with the type of questions. Jadi ada pertanyaan dengan be, ada juga pertanyaan dengan other main verbs. So you have different approach on how you asking a questions. So this is some task that you need to do later on. Nanti silakan dicoba ya. How we complete the sentences with adjective. So let's do the part B together. Ya. Kalian bisa nyalakan mikrofon and then help me to fill the blank with this word. Yeah, we have boring, alright, awful, amazing, delicious, rude, strange, and perfect. Okay, for the first line, I'm not interested in football. It's boring. It's so boring. How about number 2?
Delicious, sir.
Delicious? Is there any opinion? Thanks for the chocolate. They were
Delicious.
delicious. Good. Delicious berarti kan untuk suatu enak ya. Dalam bahasanya enak untuk makanan. It's a delicious. Thanks for the chocolates. They were delicious. Okay, number 3. Look at this beautiful weather. It's a
Perfect.
Perfect.
It's a tadi siapa yang berbicara? Oh, sorry. Who's speaking? Bentar ya. Let me fix it. It's a blah 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 day to go to beach.
Perfect, sir.
It's a perfect time. It's a perfect day, ya. Cuacanya lagi bagus nih. It's a perfect day to go to beach. Bukan strange ya. Strange itu kan aneh. Ini karena lagi suasananya bagus, cantik gitu. Maka ini ada suatu waktu yang tepat untuk pergi ke pantai. How about number 4? Can someone help me with number 4?
The film we saw last night was really
Amazing.
Amazing. I didn't understand it at all. Really?
Helpful.
Awful, Pak.
Enggak.
It's really awful, ya. Awful itu you can use awful in this context because the follow-up question, the follow-up sentence is I didn't understand it at all. Berarti kan dia filmnya itu aneh gitu ya, atau jelek. Or let's find another question. Nanti kita coba lihat apakah dia awful or strange for the number 4. Nanti kita coba lihat mana yang akan lebih suitable. How about number 5? Let's go to number 5. Bagus, coba. Bagus, Eric.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please find the answer for number 5. You can read the questions. Number 5.
It was perfect. There are better than Italian restaurant in my town.
Let's read from the beginning.
Oh, how was the restaurant? Oh, it was perfect. There are better Italian restaurant in my town.
Are you agree with Bagus' answer? Is it correct if we say it was perfect and then follow up with there are better Italian restaurant in my town?
Amazing, sir.
See the context. If you say it's amazing, then
All right,
the
sir.
next
All right, sir.
it was alright, ya. Jadi dia so-so gitu. It was alright. There are better Italian restaurant in my town. Kalau kita ngomongin perfect, dia pasti nggak cocok kalau dia ngomongnya there are better Italian restaurant in my town. It was alright. Ya, kalau alright tuh dalam konteksnya so-so gitu ya. Biasa aja. How about number 6? Let's call Chandra. Chandra. Is there any? Okay, Chandra. Number 6.
Weather in Scotland was Terrible. It rained every day.
Okay, the weather in Scotland was awful.
Terrible, sir.
Is there any word
Awful.
terrible here? Kita pakai kata yang ada di sini. Ya, you can also use terrible, but just stick with the adjectives given in this context. Terrible is also a good choice, yeah, for this number 6. The weather in Scotland was awful, atau juga bisa kita ngomonginnya rude. It rains every day. Number 7. The band were blah blah blah. It was the best concert I've ever been to. The band were amazing. Yeah, amazing. The band were amazing. It was the best concert I've ever been to. Jadi kalau kita ngomongin amazing or perfect, berarti line-nya itu adalah bukan suatu hal yang backclassing kan. Dia ini masih dalam satu hal yang positif. The band were amazing. It was the best concert I've ever been to. Number 8, the weather in the hotel was
Rude.
rude. Ya, he said we were stupid. Rude itu bahasa Indonesianya kejam gitu ya. He said we were stupid because we couldn't speak English very well. Yeah, that's how you put some sentences, the adjective in sentences. Jadi ada beberapa poin yang bisa kita masukkan di sini. Mungkin tadi ada yang kurang tepat ya untuk penggunaannya, tapi masih bisa digunakan untuk kalimatnya. Okay, now let's test with this part ya. Grammar question form for the B part. Kita akan coba langsung ke poin B. Put the word in the correct order to make question. Sekarang kita akan mencoba menyusun kalimat atau kata-kata pada line ini untuk menjadi suatu pertanyaan. So let's start with the first questions. You, Sarah, friends are. So the correct questions should be, are you, Sarah, friends? Ya, jadi kita mulai dari B-nya. Ya, lalu follow by you, and then follow by Sarah, friend. Are you, Sarah, friends? How about number 2? Let's call Danang. Okay, Danang. We have work a bank he does in.
He does a bank. He does work in a bank.
He does work in.
A bank.
Okay. He does work in a bank. Are you agree with the statement?
No, sir.
Okay.
No.
If you want to make a correction, what is the correct one?
Does he work in a bank?
Does he work in a bank? Ya, jadi ini karena kalimat tanya ya. So it should be, does he work in a bank? So please have a note for number 2. Does he work on a bank? Okay, let's jump to Imam. Imam number 3. We have word you, last month, to New York, go, did, and why. So how you make question with the words?
Why did you go to New York last month?
Why did you go to New York last month? Okay, good. Thank you, Imam. That's very good answer. Let's go to number 4. Yeah, we have like the new Brazilian, what restaurant is. Let's call Jerry Nelson.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, number 4. How you make a question with the words?
What like is the new Brazilian restaurant, sir?
What?
I'm sorry. My connection is. What like is the new Brazilian restaurant?
What?
What like is the new that new Brazilian restaurant, sir?
What like is the new Brazilian restaurant? Is there corrections from Jerry answer? Ada yang mau ngoreksi?
What is that new Brazilian restaurant like?
Ya, what is the new Brazilian restaurant like? Nah, itu yang benar ya. Jadinya, what followed by is the new Brazilian restaurant like. Okay, thank you, Jerry. So, maybe the last sentences. Number 5, we have Salsabila. Salsabila, Clarissa. Salsa?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, number 5.
Who that man was with your sister?
Who that man was with your sister? Okay, good. Thank you, Salsa. Yeah, so that's a correct. Who that man was with your sister? Who was the man with your sister? Okay, now we move to the next slide. So look at these sentences. Where did you grow up? Are you married? Do you like the music? So this is a very personal questions, yeah, that you can use to start a conversation with your friends. Ya, misalkan kalau kalian ketemu orang baru, terus kalian mau tanyain, kamu dulu besar di mana? Apakah kamu sudah menikah atau belum? Apakah kamu suka musik atau enggak? Ya, itu kan salah satu contoh kalimat yang bisa kita lemparkan kepada orang baru. So what you need to remember when you deliver a questions, yeah, when asking questions, the verb be or the other main verbs go first before the subject. The verb be or other main verbs go first before the subject. Like, do you like the music? Music here become the subject. Are you married? Yeah, married become a subject here. Where did you grow up? So the subject is grow up. So now we try, yeah. So I need you to write down 6 questions that you would like to ask other people in your class. You can think about home, relationship, education, work, interest, travel, or something else. Silakan kalian tulis dulu 6 pertanyaan. Kalian boleh menanyakan tentang home, relations, educations, or anything, and then we will do a practice between the students. Silakan saya kasih waktu 5 menit untuk menuliskan pertanyaan yang akan kalian tanyakan. Nanti kalian akan masuk ke breakout room. Silakan untuk saling bertanya. Ya, ganti-gantian. 5 minutes to write the questions and then 5 minutes to do the conversations. So I will create the breakout room. Saya akan buat breakout room-nya. Silakan kalian bertanya 5 menit, menuliskan pertanyaannya dan saling melakukan conversations ya dalam breakout room-nya. So let's create the room. Choose the number of room you want. Ada berapa orang di sini? So we have 48. 48 is divided by 2. 24. We have 24 rooms. Ya, silakan. Nanti saya akan assign. Silakan nanti kalian mencoba saling bertanya ya. Nanti kita juga akan melihat dalam praktisnya setelahnya. Ini akan jadi partner kalian hari ini. So let's assign participant. Breakout rooms. Open. So you can go to your room and then please have a conversation with your friends. Ask the 6 questions that you have written.
You work now. It's really heavy.
Udah.
Udah.
Hello everyone, welcome back.
Yes, sir.
Hope that you enjoy with the conversations.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah. Good. So, for next conversations, we will do the same practice. Yeah, I will try to create breakout rooms like we did today. So we have an Irfan here, and sorry. Sorry, I have a bit trouble with the camera. So we have Irfan. Irfan, are you joining already? Because we have question from Irfan. Halo Irfan.
Yes, sir.
Tadi kenapa? Ada masalah?
Tadi di breakout room itu tinggal kita berdua. Ada satu teman saya.
Nah, iya. Kan disuruhnya conversation. Jadi kalau
oke,
ada
sir.
tugas conversation, kamu diskusi sama partnermu ya.
Oke, sir.
Okay, let's continue the material. So we have done the conversations between two students, yeah, who asking about some question related to the home, relationship, education, work, interest, travel, and so on. I'm sorry with the filler. So let's go to the next part. I'm really into Facebook. So in this part, we do some communication very quick, easy with digital technology. Currently, maybe you can use like Instagram or Twitter, yeah, for communicating with other friends in a digital world. But is it making us lazy or not? Should something be more personal? And the third one is, how do you communicate with friends and family? So that's the 3 concerns for this slide. Some important thing when we discuss about question is we need to focus on the terms. The first one is about present continuous. Is not and are not can be contracted 2 different ways. Is not can be written as isn't or like this. Are not also can be written as aren't or are not like this. Ya, mungkin kalian lebih familiarnya dengan model ini ya, isn't atau are not, aren't seperti ini. In present continuous, we use the present continuous to describe first is action right now. Jadi kalau ngomongin present continuous itu pasti adalah suatu yang sedang terjadi ya saat ini dan sedang terjadi. So that's called present continuous. Present itu kan sekarang, continuous itu sedang berlangsung. So it should be action right now at the moment of speaking. Jadi ketika kalian ngomong itu, berbicara, kejadian itu sedang terjadi. He's not cooking dinner. He is watching TV. Jadi dia tidak sedang memasak untuk makan malam, tapi dia sedang nonton TV. Jadi dia sedang menonton TV ketika orang tersebut berbicara. Present continuous also used for temporary action around the present time. Jadi kita ngomongin suatu yang temporary tapi masih dalam konteksnya present time. Temporary actions around present time. For example, they are traveling. They are traveling around Asia this year. Jadi di sini dia sedang melakukan ya traveling, sifatnya itu temporary. Bukan suatu yang berlanjut terus, tapi hanya sifatnya temporary saja. They are traveling, ini pakai ing ya. They are traveling around Asia this year. So we often use this time expression with the present continuous. I'm working at supermarket right now. Nah, ini ada kata-kata right now. Jadi ketika ngomongin right now, your verb is using present continuous, working. I'm working. Right now, or this day, at the moment, today, this summer. This type of expressions that use present continuous. Again, this expression use present continuous.
Sorry, sir. Your mute.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I mute myself. Okay. In present simple, we use the present simple for routine and habits. Jadi kalau kita ngomongin suatu hal yang rutin dan kebiasaan kita menggunakan present simple. I send a lot of emails. Second one is when you try to describe situations which are generally true. Jadi kalau kita ngomongin fakta itu disampaikan dengan present simple. Which are generally true or stay the same for a long time. He does work very hard. Ya, ini suatu fakta. He does work very hard. We use adverb of frequency with present simple. Jadi kalau kalian menggunakan keterangan the frequency seperti always, sometimes, rarely, never, itu menggunakan present simple. So, I always, I sometimes, I rarely, I never, write. Write itu kan verb 1 ya. Verb 1-nya menulis, write letters. Jadi nanti kalau ada kata-kata, I always write letters. I sometimes write letters. I rarely write letters. I never write letters. Diikuti dengan present verb. Ya, present simple verb. Verb 1. Or, in a case, the adverb frequency-nya adalah once, 10 times a week, or year. For example, here, I write letters once. I write letters 10 times a week. I write letters year. Ya. Jadi dia menggunakan present simple. The verb be doesn't have the same form as the other verbs. I'm student. They are not here. Is she always friendly? Yes, she is. The way you practice using present simple in the positive questions or negative sentences, like we live next door. He lives here. I don't work here. She does not work here. How about yes or no questions? Do your friends write emails? Yeah. Do your friends write emails? Ini adalah present simple. Yes, they do. I know they don't. Oh, sorry. Yes, they do, atau jawabannya juga bisa no, they don't. Atau kalimatnya bisa kalau he, she, or it. Does your sister write a blog? Yes, he does. Karena ini does ya, maka jawabannya yes, he does. Atau jawabannya bisa no, she does not. The tips to use the present simple here, some verbs which describe feelings and states are not usually used continuous tenses. Be, like, love, hate, prefer, know, understand, remember, forget, want, own, need. Ini kan suatu kata-kata adjektif yang menyatakan feeling, ya. And state. Jadi dia tidak menggunakan continuous tenses. Seperti contohnya, I need a new computer. Jadi dia menggunakan present simple di sini ya, need. I need a new computer. Bukan ditulis I'm needing. Ya, ini bukan suatu pernyataan yang dituliskan dalam continuous tenses. The second sentence, he does not understand. Ya, ini satu kesatuan. He does not understand you. Bukan dituliskan sebagai he is not understanding. Ya, ini salah. So, tips again, when you describe feeling, ya, menyatakan suatu feeling atau pernyataan, kita tidak menggunakan yang namanya continuous tenses. Kita menggunakan present simple. So to summarize, when you try to use present simple, it can be used for routine and habits, situations that generally true, atau fakta. Kalau kita ngomongin fakta itu kita menggunakan present. Atau dalam keterangan frekuensi seperti always, sometimes, rarely, never, atau dalam kalimat once, 10 times a week, atau year, ya. Tergantung format penulisannya. You can see the example. So this is the present continuous. Some type of sentence using present continuous. Of course, present continuous is the verb with ing, right? Like, I'm watching TV. I'm not feeling well. She is helping. It's not raining. We are working hard. They are not sleeping. So the key of present continuous always verb plus ing. Jadi kata kuncinya dalam present continuous adalah verb, kata kerja ditambah dengan ing. So in most verb is verb plus ing, like sleep become sleeping, watch become watching, say become saying. Jadi kata kerjanya ditambah ing. However, if you find a word that stressed vowel plus one consonant, not W, X, or Y, so it becomes 2 times consonant plus ing. Jadi kalau ada kata vowelnya, kata vowel itu yang kayak A, I, U, E, O gitu ya, dan lalu diikuti adalah suatu konsonan, kecuali W, X, dan Y, like this one, stop. Kan ada huruf O, lalu ada kata P. So, the way you express the verb plus ing become stopping. Jadi P-nya double. Stopping. Run. Running. Get. Getting. Yeah, so please remember how you create the verb plus ing. Yeah, if you find the verb stressed with vowel plus one consonant. Another form is consonant plus minus e. Jadi kalau ada konsonan ditambah dengan minus e, maka i-nya akan hilang. Seperti live, ya, ada v followed by e. Maka saat menjadi continuous word-nya, verb plus ing-nya, si huruf e-nya hilang, ya, menjadi living. Make jadi making. Have becomes having. So please have a note untuk ketiga karakteristik ini ya. So most verb will be just easily verb plus ing. If you find stress vowel plus one consonant, it becomes 2 consonant plus ing. If you find consonant plus e, so the e will be gone, and it becomes living, making, or having. Okay, we have short quiz. Just to give a short, just give the short answer with the quiz. Tolong saya dibantu. We use the present simple to talk about yang mana? Habits and routine atau feelings and permanent situation? Which one?
Habits and routines.
Oke, habits and routines. Itu untuk present simple. We use the present continuous to talk about
Action right now, sir.
action right now. Is also temporary also work? Present continue apakah untuk temporary actions juga? Jawabannya I. Temporary actions around the present time. Ya, jadi ini benar action right now dan juga temporary action around now. Okay, so we have class here, grammar, present simple, and present continuous. So please complete the conversation with the present simple or present continuous form of the verbs in the bracket. Use constraint where possible. Yang A, underline the correct verb forms to complete the sentences. Oke, kita pakai yang A aja dulu. Saya akan panggil satu-satu. Tadi kita sudah coba ke berapa mahasiswa. So, let's call, tadi udah sampai mana tadi? Salsabila tadi udah? Belum. Salsabila. Oh, tadi udah ya. Siti Komsia. Point number 2. Halo Siti. Siti, are you here? Okay, no response. Tafan. Is Tafan here?
Okay, sir.
Yeah, number 2.
Number 2.
Yeah, here.
Guys, we
Underline
usually
the correct. Yeah.
okay.
We usually
we usually go to the cafe opposite to the hotel.
Jawabannya
We usually go.
Go ya. Usually
Cafe
itu
opposite
menyatakan habit ya. Habit berarti follow by present simple.
Simple.
We berarti go ya, bukan goes. Goes itu hanya untuk she, it, or he. We go to the cafe opposite the hotel. Okay, good. Firjawan, number 3.
Sorry, sir. I'm just listening you because I'm working now.
Oh, okay. Good.
Thank you, sir.
Yoga. Yoga Januar. Halo Yoga. Oke, no respon. Ahmad Ramadhani. Ahmad? Halo. Oke, no respon. Aji Kurniawan. Aji, hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, number 3.
I'm reading.
I'm reading, I'm read.
I'm reading a great book in English at the moment.
Ya, jawabannya I'm reading, ya. Karena dia menyatakan suatu hal yang sedang berlangsung at the moment. So it should be present continuous. Okay, number 4. Aziz Ramdhani. Aziz, hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, number 4. Blah blah blah.
I want to phone his family in Tokyo. Can he use phone?
He blah 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 to phone his family in Tokyo. Can he use this phone? Jawabannya apa? He's wanting, he does want, or he's want. Yang mana?
Wanting.
Ya, he's wanting to phone his family. Berarti kan dia sekarang ya, dia sedang ingin untuk menelpon keluarganya di Tokyo. Bolehkah dia meminjam teleponnya? Good, thank you. Tadi, okay. Yep, so that's some sentences for practice. So we have to know how we use present simple and present continuous based on the situation ya. Jadi tadi sudah dibahas bagaimana present simple itu digunakan, circumstancesnya seperti apa, kondisinya seperti apa, bagaimana present simple itu digunakan ya. Present continuous juga seperti apa. Okay. So next is look at these sentences. How often do you read English website? Not very often, but I'm planning a holiday in USA. How often do you send e-cards? Never. I absolutely hate them. Yeah, so if you have a question like how often do you read an English website, you can answer with not very often, because he asked about how often, he said not very often. But I'm planning a holiday in USA. How often do you send an e-cards? He can answer with never. I absolutely hate them. So what we can see from these sentences, so we can ask and answer the questions, and we can give reason for the answers. You can start with how often do you send a message to your lecturer to say that you are sick? How often do you share important news on Facebook? How often do you buy presents for people online? How often do you start conversation with new people? How often do you write email in English? How often do you call friends and relatives through social media? Okay, let's do some practices again. Ya, silahkan menanyakan kalimat-kalimat ini kepada teman kalian secara bergantian, ya, dan kalian menjawab. So let's create the breakout room, and then you can ask your partner the following questions. How often do you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, ya, 6 questions. So let's go to the breakout room. Silakan kalian bisa lihat catatan ini di foto atau kalian bisa buka di laptop kalian. Let's do practice. Saling menanyakan kepada partner masing-masing. Let's back to the breakout room. Open. So welcome back, everyone. I hope that you enjoyed the session.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I will not continue the material. You can read the material by yourself. The rest of the material is very simple because I know that it's not very effective if the class is more than 10 o'clock. Yeah. I know that you are sleepy and then lost your focus. So the rest of the material you can read by yourself, and then I will see you next week with the next topic. Of course, we will do the same topic. I hope that you can join the class earlier. Jadi jangan sampai ada yang telat banget tadi joinnya, sampai 20 menit baru join. Silakan masuk ke roomnya lebih awal ya. Nah, ini masih ada yang join.
Sorry, sir.
Yeah.
I explained to you because I'm trouble in a quiz and I'm too late to enroll.
Yeah, that's okay. Okay.
Sorry, sir.
Ya.
Ini QR-nya expired, sir.
Oh, QR-nya expired.
Coba. Iya.
Nah, coba.
Wait, sir.
So please scan the QR for the attendance.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah, give you 5 minutes. If you have already done with the QR, you may leave the meeting. Yeah. See you next week.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Ada yang
Thank you,
problem?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Di puisi saya udah present, sir.
Oke, kalau udah.
Nggak, maksudnya sebelum di share
Oh,
QR ini udah present duluan.
Enggak, itu tadi gara-gara saya auto attendance, ini diulangi lagi.
Oke, thank you, sir.
Ya. Oke, kalau sudah kelasnya bisa saya akhiri. We'll see you next meeting. Ya.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
sir.
Thank you. Thank you.